This speech is for Communications 111. My name is Joseph Boyd. Instructor is Steve Dutton. The topic of my speech is assisted suicide. There's two perspectives I will be discussing in the speech. The first perspective will favor the pros of euthanasia, or the right to die. The second perspective will favor the cons of euthanasia, or the right to live. Arguments for. Patient suffering will end. If a person has been found to be competent to make that decision, and all medical options have been explored, why should we force him to suffer through excruciating pain? Ending things in a timely, dignified way should be their right. Vital organs can be saved. A transplant organ and tissue can transform the lives of more than 10 people. According to the organdonor.gov website, at any one time there are around 116,000 people on a transplant waiting list. Some people on that list die. Some people spend weeks or months in a hospital. If left to no alternative, patients may commit suicide. This may not only be unsuccessful, but it can be a horrifying experience for family members. Damaging lives and property, this act of desperation could cause unrepairable damage. The death of someone you care for is always a painful event, but the grief felt by family members and friends can be more complex when the case is suicide. Estimates suggest that around 1 in 4 people know someone who has taken their own life. Arguments against assisted suicide. Violates the doctor's Hippocratic oath. Opponents say physicians cannot ethically be involved, ending patients' lives, because of the pledge to do no harm. Dr. Leon Kass of the University of Chicago puts it best when he says, "Rather is it dignity and mysterious power of human life itself, and therefore also what the oath calls the purity and holiness of life and art to which the doctor has sworn devotion." Decreased value of human life. Legalizing physician-assisted suicide trivializes the value of life. According to the Conference of Catholic Bishops, and I quote, "The majority of people seeking assisted suicide are suffering from depression, and one cannot enhance human life and freedom by devaluing human life in the individual's final days on earth." Assisted suicide endangers the weak and vulnerable. Whenever assisted suicide has been legalized, safeguards to protect the ill have been inadequate, watered down, or eliminated over time. People who deserve society's help are instead treated like chattel and offered death. In summary, in this speech I have offered two arguments: the pros of offering doctor-assisted euthanasia to terminally ill patients. The highlights are the end of patient suffering, vital organs can be donated, and a safe, controlled alternative to suicide is better. The cons, and my second argument, are it violates the doctor's oath, it decreases value of human life, and it endangers the weak and vulnerable. All right, that's it.